Сегодня мы расскажем вам о его поединке на арене M1 Global, который когда-то и стал для молодого спортсмена пропуском в UFC. В год в Санкт-Петербурге во Дворце Спорта Юбилейный состоялся международный турнир M1 Challenge 38 под названием «Весенняя Битва». В то время 20-летний Никита Крылов носил прозвище Аль Капоне и выступал в тяжелом весе, показав на взвешивании 111 кг. На тот момент его рекорд был заявлен как 13 побед в 13 боях. Причем все были одержаны в первом же раунде. Также Никита одержал ряд побед на турнирах по рукопашному бою и кекусинкай-карате. Его соперником стал немецкий тяжеловес Габриэль Тампу, носивший устрашающее боевое прозвище Панда и не менее устрашающий головной убор. Он был победителем немецкого турнира FAC Coburg и к бою с Никитой подходил с 5 победами в 5 боях.
M1 Global presents.
It's really something that's between a ring and a cage. The lower gauze prevents the fighters from rolling out, something that happens with a ring. And it's a lot easier for the referees in this case, because they don't have to stop the fight to drag the fighters to the middle of the ring, to the center of the ring again.
And now the lineup, 33 to 20, 195 to 190, 111 in weight to 111, 5-0 for Tampu, and 13-0 for Nikita Krylov. So age, height, and weight is even on the side of Tampu. Experience on the side of Nikita Krylov.
This fighter is 20 years of age. He stands 190 centimeters
For sure,
tall.
and as we were talking about the rage, obviously that's a combination of the word ring and cage, which gives us rage. The idea behind it, of course, is that it's still referencing the ring, which is seen as a more sporting place to do fighting than a cage, which I guess perhaps is more entertaining.
This is also calling out a rage. You know what they say? It's a rage.
For sure, for sure.
Let's see if this fight will end up in a rage of the competitiveness.
Let's see. I'm hoping for big things. Marco Broosen, the very, very experienced referee from the Netherlands, bringing the fighters into the middle. Now, to me, this doesn't look like there's a 5 centimeter difference between Tampu and Krylov.
They look quite even, huh? They look quite
yeah,
even.
they looked really even to me. So
Maybe he was standing on heels.
Maybe.
With his sneakers on.
And the first reserve match of the 2013 Heavyweight Grand Prix kicks off. The winner of this fight, of course, has the chance to go through to the main Grand Prix if one of the fighters in the main Grand Prix, for some reason, is unable to continue should they win this quarterfinal.
And it's really clear that, I call it, that Krylov takes the initiative.
Good knee from Tampu.
Yeah, that was a nice knee. Didn't connect solidly, so he escaped there. And he's trying to push him against the ropes, but there's good resistance from Krylov. So Krylov, in fact, is taking the initiative with his back against the ropes. And Tampu is satisfied by pushing him against it.
Tampu, of course, has the double underhooks at the moment, which is a very powerful position to have.
And there is the first takedown by Krylov.
And a headlock takedown by Krylov. As Tampu tries to get Krylov's back at the same time. And Krylov is still controlling Tampu. Now Tampu has Krylov's back, has the left hook in him, and the right hook. Both hooks are in. And one hook is in him. Krylov has to defend the right hook, which he's doing with his elbow. Now it's very important for Krylov not to let Tampu get onto his back. Now Tampu has overarm with the right hook, which could lead to a reverse triangle.
Schau mal, wenn du nicht zum Hals kommst, dann schlag ihn ein bisschen. Aber die Hooks bleiben drin, Gabi, die Hooks bleiben drin.
And Tampu really looking like his 33 years of experience worth quite a lot in this fight. He's being very calm. He's not doing a whole lot of striking. He's content to grapple at this point. And usually I would think that just grappling, especially at the start of the fight when both fighters are fresh, is to a certain extent not the greatest strategy, because obviously this is mixed martial arts, this is not jiu-jitsu or grappling. You can punch to the head, and an opponent that's received a number of punches to the head is a slightly easier opponent to deal with.
And in this case, we can really see the advantage of the rage in contrast to the ring, because in the ring, the referee would have been stopping the fight a long time already to stop and don't move and go to the middle of the ring, because they would go out. And in this case, the fight can continue. So I think the rage is really an advantage compared to the ring.
For sure. Doing its job. And obviously it's because of its hexagonal design, the rage is bigger in terms of surface area.
And now we see that Krylov has come out and he is taking the initiative. Now he's on the upper hand now, he's on the open guard from Tampu. And what will he do? He will start... he is starting ground and pound, standing up. Go for a leg lock if possible. No, not yet. Try to go for the ankle lock.
And they both seem to be going
The fight to make him get up to the stand-up part again.
That was a good stand-up. I don't think that was going anywhere. And is Krylov bleeding? Or did it just seem like... yeah. So neither of these guys can be said to be really in amazing condition. They're both carrying some loose fat. Looking at their and spinning a very
and there he goes down on the right fist, and now it's ground and pounding by Krylov after he knocked him down.
And Tampu looked like he was stepping. Tampu was stepping to strikes, which is not something we see frequently. And Nikita Krylov keeps his perfect record, keeps the record of 13 first-round finishes, and perhaps this guy is someone that we should really be watching out for.
Yeah, because with his age of only 20 years, he continues the winning streak in the first round, and now he has a record of 14-0 all in the first round. And again, it's really nice to see the sportsmanship in M1, because he went to his opponent, helped him up, and shake hands. Also very polite, going to the corner of his opponent, and you see the disappointment on the face of Tampu.
For sure. Now, somewhat strange that Tampu gave up in that position, really. Like, Krylov didn't have him pinned down. He wasn't in a half guard or anything.
Yeah, but he was knocked out by the right punch.
Right.
He was in Thai boxing, that would have been definitely would have been an 8 count.
Right.
And in this count, in this case, he went down. Was being grounded and pounded, and the punches connected. And don't forget, if a heavyweight like Krylov is hammering down on you and you've been slightly out of, you're still conscious, but you're not really out yet, and then I think the smartest thing to do is step while you still can, instead of being knocked out.
For sure. And 4 minutes and 20 seconds into the first round, Nikita Krylov takes the win by tap out to strikes and takes his place in the reserve M1 Heavyweight Grand Prix. So if one of the fighters in the main event,
okay, we have the winner here, Nikita.
If they cannot fight,
Nikita, your
then he's going to go into their place.
Better than his. When you took it to the ground, he actually tapped, and then he had to tap again. Did you see him tap the first time?
Никита, поздравляю, отличный бой, поздравляю с победой. Твоя ударная техника была на самом деле гораздо лучше, чем твоего соперника, и когда ты начал добивать его, он на самом деле уже сдался, постучал, но ему пришлось стучать потом еще раз, второй раз. Ты видел, что он первый раз стучал?
Да, я видел, что он стучал первый раз, просто если я не остановил бой, я не остановил.
Yes, I saw that he tapped, but the judge didn't stop the fight, so I didn't stop.
Obviously, you only stop when the judge stops the fight, when the referee stops the fight. How does it feel to be a champion in M1 for the Super Bowl? In this, the new rage.
Как ты себя чувствуешь? Во-первых, драться в рейдже, а не в ринге, и быть победителем.
Хорошо себя чувствую.
I feel good.
And sure he does. Nikita Al Kапone Krylov.